Hello everyone, my name is Michael Rusin, and today I'd like to make a video, a very special video, at least for me, where I talk about a concept that I think is central to a lot of people and would help a lot of people in terms of how they perceive situations. And this could be searching for jobs, this could be relations, it could be any kind of thing, really. And there's one word that really strikes me, in the heart when I hear it, when I understood that word. Humility. What is humility? What does humility mean? Humility derives from the word of humiliation. And humiliation is not the concept of that someone pulled down your pants and is laughing at you or one-upped you at the coffee machine or something like that. That's not humiliation. Humiliation, in the direct sense, in the most clear sense of what humiliation is when you realize how little you know, when you realize your position relative to all the things that you don't know, when you realize that daily you are surrounded by hundreds of people that they know things that perhaps you don't. They understand things emotionally that perhaps you don't. They yield strengths that perhaps you don't. That's humility. When that concept falls into place in your head, when that actually sinks in, that's humiliation. Humiliation is realizing what your worth is relative to that of your potential. So what I mean about this is simply the fact of that I see a lot of people that they feel that they are done wrong. For example, when they're working, searching for jobs, they're done wrong and that they're not considered because they fill all the qualifications. And it doesn't really work like that with a job. It's not that just because you fill all the quotas, you are suddenly qualifying for that job, because that would be assuming that the job is just a place you go to and then you are in a vacuum and nothing happens. A job is a job environment. That's a culture, akin to a relation. That's something special. That's a place. That's a environment that fosters, or equally so, condemns certain things. And that's always a relativity. A job place can be highly toxic, so can a relationship, but a relationship can also be very constructive, as can a workplace. And I think that's something that I've seen a lot in people, this mentality of defaulting to that. They don't understand the challenge. They don't see the humility of it. They don't understand humility. They don't feel humility. Instead, they feel arrogance. Arrogance is the opposite of humility. Arrogance is when you consider yourself so good, when you consider yourself better than what is delivered at you, that you consider yourself ununderstandable and that you can't be put on the same level as others. That's arrogance. That there's something really special with you. And that is really harmful. That's detrimental both to you, your relations, and otherwise, that you put yourself on such a pedestal and don't understand humility. A great leader once went to eat a dinner at a restaurant, and he was old. He was an old man, and he could not finish his meal. So he called in the chef from the kitchen. The chef nervously approached him, sweating, feeling that he was about to be scolded by this great man. And he said, "I could leave this place as is, but then you would come to see my plate and you would see that I've not finished everything, and you would think that I did not eat it because I didn't find it tasteful. That's not true. I didn't eat everything because I'm an old man. I can't eat everything. I am not as young as I used to be. And that's what I think true humility really expresses itself as. Understanding that the greatest, foremost ability, amongst others, is humility. Because understanding what humility also means is that you understand your potential. You understand what is left to learn. Because if you're arrogant, you're always presuming that you don't have anything left to learn, that you're perfect, that that the world just haven't seen you for what greatness you are. But the truth is, as humans, we always have something new to learn. We always have to be humble to the fact of learning, of progress, of integrity, of greatness. We have to understand what is this thing that we're trying to aspire to that is always greater than us. And I'm not speaking of any religion or anything akin to that. I'm just speaking of personal potential. Speaking of what greatness we could be. That's my experiences of humility. So currently, I am in the works of copying a book about Java persistence, Hibernate, and that leads me to being in the position of that I make these videos now and then. But yeah, I don't monetize these videos, and I just do them because I feel like it. So whatever, I do them when I feel like it, basically. Now and then. Like maybe 1 or twice a week, something like that. Anyway, guys, my name is Michael Rusin. I thank you very much for listening, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.